The internet has opened the door to another horrific world war. That is the war of pornography. 1 out of 5 pornographic images is of a child. The sale of child pornography has become a $3 billion industry. Over 100,000 websites offer child pornography, and 55% of internet child pornography comes from the United States. Bobby, what do you do about it?
We have enough time in this table topics semester. I think the two questions actually go together. It is a total abomination. And as Susan said, I have no idea why we let this abomination continue. It sickens me to think that especially these children are so exploited. I was reading a book about, or listening to the audio book, which was actually fiction, but I'm sure that it's based on more truth than fiction, about this young gal who was an unwed mother. And her mother and her brother were so involved in the using drugs themselves that they actually had made arrangements to sell this girl's baby before it was even born. That, to me, was sickening to think that your own mother turns against you like that. Thankfully, since it was fiction, it turned out great in the end. They were able to save the baby and the teenage mother. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen in real life. I believe that a lot of the sex trafficking and the pornography, again, has mostly to do with greed and fulfilling your drug habit. I'm a supporter of Focus on the Family, and years ago I recall reading from Dr. James Dobson that one of the main problems with pornography is adolescent boys being exposed to girly magazines and all sorts of things that they should not be seeing. So I've always carried that in my mind, that I believe that we have way too much in magazines and on TV that lead to this. And pretty soon, just with the sex trafficking and the pornography, I guess it becomes sort of normal. And we either are in denial, don't want to think about it, or just if we ignore it and bury our heads in the sand, maybe it'll go away. I do believe that there is one thing that we can do, and that is to support the programs that are trying to work and save these people. One of them, of course, is Focus on the Family. I do support 2 children that are involved with World Vision, and they are definitely working very hard to help these children and these women especially. I did have a little girl that I was, sorry, I know the red light's on. I had a little girl that I was supporting, and she's about 8 years old, I think now. And I was told that I would no longer be supporting her because she was taking out of the system. And it just made my heart crushed, because I was so, and I still am, so worried that she was taken out because either her parents or someone got a hold of her and put her in the trafficking business. So I just pray for her and hope that maybe I'm wrong, because they can't tell me why she's not in the system. But again, I think the best thing we can do is be supportive of many of these organizations that do work to solve the problem.